Okay, welcome back. So, how was your break, alright? So, now we're back to more filming. And to update with our periodical exam, we still have 2 more solutions to go. 2 more items. So, item number 9 and item number 10. Can we do this? Yes, we can. Are you ready? Let's go. So, now let's start with item number 9. Sabi dito, Achi Steph is going to do her morning devotion by reading a passage from Bible stories. Ayan, di ba, remember, if you're a Christian and you serve the Lord Jesus, di ba, every morning you will always, go inside your room and then take your morning devotion and then read a passage from the Bible. Like, di ba, remember, the daily bread, and then you read the passage and then find out where the passage is, yung mga ganon. So, that's what you're gonna do in your morning devotion. So, here's how the questions go. Now, let's begin. Letter A. She's going to read Bible stories in the Old Testament for a month. Find the probability that a passage from the first 5 books will be read for 60% of the days of the month. Okay, so in this question here, sa letter A, di ba remember, you know naman the Bible stories in the Old Testament? Okay, going back to the Bible. Do you remember how many books are there in the Old Testament? There are 39. Tama. But, ang tanong dito, it says, find the probability that a passage from the first 5 books will be read. Ano yung mga first 5 books? We have the Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. So those are the 5 books that you're gonna have to read in the Old Testament. And they must be read within 60% of the days in the month. Diba remember, 60% of the days, ibig sabihin 60% of how many days are there in 1 month. Ganito kasi yung solution sheet ko. Okay, so we look at my solution sheet here. 1 month is worth 30 days. Diba? Let's say for example, diba you know naman in general, yung mga passage outcomes sa daily devotional bread or Bible, it will take 30 days to make 1 month. So 1 month is equivalent to 30 days. And then, it says here, tanong dito, 60% of the days of the month. 60%. Diba? Remember when you say 60%, ibig sabihin, ano to? Diba? Remember kung sa team mo, yung 100% ay 30 days. Pero ang kailangan namin ay 60% lamang. So therefore, we did the chart. And then we did 30% of 60 is what? And we did it this way. So 30% of 60 is 18. Diba remember, ano yun, percentage problems? We have 30, then 0.6. 0.6 times 30 becomes 180. Then, 1 decimal point, so that's 18. So yun nga, diba? 18. So 18 days. So therefore, she's going to read the passage, Bible stories in Old Testament for a month. And then she will read the 5 books within 18 days. So dapat out of the entire month, she's going to read 18 passages that come from the Old Testament in the first 5 books. Okay? Now, it says now, what type of probability experiment is this? Or binomial experiment is this? Find the probability that a passage will be read within 60% of the days of the month. And that's binomial experiment. How do we know that it's binomial experiment? Kasi nga sabi dito, 60% of the days in a month, that's 18 days, di ba? And there are 30 days in 1 month. So for 18 days of the month, Achi Steph will be the first 5 books. So what is the P? The probability of success. The probability of success is 5 over 39. Kasi nga there are 39 books in the Old Testament, and there are 5 books that are part of the first 5. You know already what they are. So what is the probability of failure? Edi 34 over 39. So that's the probability of failure. And then you apply the formula. Diba? Inala mo yung formula sa binomial experiment. NCR times the probability of success raised to the R power times the probability of failure, that is 1 minus P, raised to the N minus R power. Okay? And this is what we're gonna get. This is the product that we're supposed to get. So, if you look via Microsoft Excel, ito yung solution sheet na ginawa ko. Ito yun. The formula that I did here is this. Product of the first number, which is combination 13 and 18. And then, the probability of failure is, success is, 5 over 39 raised to the 18 power. And then the probability of failure is 34 over 39 raised to the 12th power. And then we type their product because we're going to multiply everything. And we're supposed to get this answer of 0.000000146%. And that's a very low probability chance for this to happen. Kasi there are lots of other Bible stories that can be found in the Old Testament. More than in the first 5 books. So to show you my solution sheet, ito yung ginawa ko. Di ba remember, 1 month is worth 30 days. Pero 60%, we're gonna do this. So 30 times 60%, and that's 18 days. Then for binomial experiment, ito yung solution sheet na ginawa ko. So this is the combination formula. 30C18. Di ba? And then the success, 5 over 39 raised to the 18th power. And then 34 over 39 raised to the 12th power. And then we product everything up. I used the verification formula. I said if the product of all the 3 is equivalent to our answer in C359, which is that one, and then if it's correct, we type there correct. Kung mali, we say try again. And the answer is correct. So therefore, we got the right answer. So therefore, that is the probability. Next, letter B. Same as letter A. But this time, the condition is the Bible stories whose names ends with Aya. Ayan, di ba remember sa mga Old Testament, di ba remember there are Bible stories whose names ends with Aya like Jeremiah, Nehemiah, Isaiah. Let me show you in the Bible. And here are the stories in the Old Testament. Di ba remember, that's what I mentioned, the first 5 books are right here. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Di ba? Those are the first 5 books. And then, when we go farther, kailangan namin hanapin tayo yung mga Bible stories whose names ends with Aya. So, ito, wala naman yung Aya dito. Nope, wala. Dito naman sa second column. Nehemiah, isa. Nehemiah, di ba? Nehem, tapos Aya, I-A-H. So, Nehemiah, that's correct. Isaiah, yes, meron. Jeremiah, 3. Meron na yan. Aya. Ano pa? Obadiah, meron. Jonah, Micah, although they ends with AH, pero may kulang na I. So, hindi pwede yan. Zephaniah and Zechariah, yes. So, there are 6 Bible stories whose names ends with Aya. And I wrote them down all here. Nehemiah, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Obadiah, Zephaniah, and Zechariah. Those are the 6 Bible stories whose names end with Aya. Now we do the same probability binomial experiment. So we know that the probability of success is 6 out of 39. And the probability of failure is 33 out of 49. Again, going back to Microsoft Excel, ito kasi yun. 6 over 39, which is the probability of success of the Ayas. And then raised to the 18th power, which is the G39. Where is it na ba? Yan, di ba? Ito yun. Yung naka-18. And then the failure, which is 33 over 39. And then we multiply everything. The product. So the product, if the answer on the left, which is ano to? This guy, the answer in letter B, is equivalent to the product of 30C18, 6 over 39 raised to the 18th power, times 32 over 39 raised to the 12th power. If it's correct, we type correct. If it's false, then try again. Ito yung if formula na ginawa ko. And we got correct. So we got it right. Now, to show you my solution, ito yung ginawa ko. I did the product of everything. Ito yun. So I did this product of the combine, and then the success and the failure. At yun nga, I got that answer of 0.000002716%. Yun na yung sagot. And that's it. That's letter B. Next, letter C. Based on your answers on your letter A and B, what is the difference? Then state the conclusion. Ayan, ibig sabihin, this one naman, kung ano yung difference sa dalawa. Ano yung difference sa kanilang dalawa? What do you notice? So, if you are to form the histogram, pwede pa rin. But I didn't anymore because it might waste my time. But I just did na lang subtracting the 2 probabilities. And the difference is, ano to? There's more likely outcome to get more like the answer. To get the answer in letter B than letter A. Yes, kasi nga, it's most likely sa letter B compared sa letter A. Kasi nga sa letter B, it's 2716%. So therefore, it's most likely to get your satisfaction in letter B compared to letter A. So yan, di ba? And that's the conclusion that we can get. That's the difference, and this is the conclusion. Okay? So now let's go to the next letter. Letter D. D as in dog. In her devotional Bible, passages depicted are from the books of Acts. Ayan, di ba remember, you know that Bible story, di ba yung Acts? Nasaan yung kwento ni Acts? That's in the New Testament, di ba? We know Acts is in the New Testament. And in the story of Acts, there are 28 chapters, as you can see here. Let me show you. Di ba remember, Acts is in 846. So, naban mo yung 846 dito sa Bible. Yan, and that's the story of Acts. And there are 28 chapters. So, if we count them, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. So, up to 28 chapters yung Acts. So, di ba yung sabi ko dito, it says here, in her devotional Bible, passages are depicted from the books of Acts. Now, the question is, find the probability that a chapter in the Bible story, in that Bible story, is divisible by 5, will be read on the devotional Bible day, on the 6th day, and so on. Ayan, ibig sabihin, di ba remember, a chapter in that Bible story, di ba remember, a chapter sa kwento ng Acts. Chapter in Acts that is divisible by 5. Di ba remember, you know naman Acts that I showed you kanina, there are 28 chapters in the story of Acts. Pero, ang kailangan namin ay a number that is divisible by 5. So, we know there's Acts chapter 5, Acts chapter 10, Acts chapter 15, 20, and 25. And it should be read on that devotional Bible on the 6th day and so on. Ibig sabihin, makalipas ng 6th day and so on. Pwede ba yun sa 6th day? Okay na yan. Okay? So, what type of probability is this? This is a geometric probability distribution table. How can we say that it's a geometric probability distribution table? Because of the question that says, it can be read on that day particularly. Not how many times, but it should be on that specific day you want it to be. Like on the first day, the second day, pero sabi dito on the 6th day and so on. Ibig sabihin, pakalipas ng 6th day. So how do we do this? Ganito kasi yung mangyayari. First, di ba remember just like I told you, we work on the geometric probability distribution table of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we sum them up all together and then we subtract our answer from 1 to get the excess. Let me show you. Here's the formula that I did in Microsoft Excel. Ito kasi yun. Di ba remember this is my solution in letter D. So for the first day, we have 17.85%. And this is what I did, 5 over 28. Ibig sabihin, she will read, actually Steph will read already the Acts chapters that is divisible by 5 on the first day. Dito sa second day. So therefore, it's 23 over 28 times 5 over 28. This one, 23 over 28 raised to the second power because it happens twice for 2 days. And then on the third day, it's already her time to shine with the one that's 5 over 28. The Bible stories that are divisible by 5. And then on the fourth day, yun nga, 3 times. Then fifth day, 4 times. Hanggang dito sa 6th time. So when it's already the 6th day and so on, ito na yun. So it's raised to the 5th power. And then from there, we sum everything up. So I summed up all the probabilities together, starting from the first day, up to the 6th day, and then we get our answer. And then the excess, we have to subtract that from 1. Because remember, no probability is greater than 1. So therefore, 1 minus the answer to give you the exceeding. Because as we go exceeding or excess, the probability gets smaller and smaller and smaller, but never reaches to 1. Tama? Kaya nga that's why nga we need to subtract that from 1. Now, here's what I did. Diba remember, nag-if formula ko dito. So, if 1 minus our answer here is equivalent to 363, which is that answer, if it's correct, it's correct. If false, try again. Pero we got correct. This is correct. Here's why. Ganito kasi yun. Diba remember, my answer here is this. First, I did 1 minus the sum of the rest of the answers here. What I did from the first day up to the 6th day. And then from there, I get this answer of 30.72%. And that is the correct answer. Kasi nga sabi dito, the probability for reading a passage in Acts that has a Bible story of 5, Bible chapter 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 will be read on the 6th day and so on. It is, kasi nga dapat we should not include the 6th day. Kasi nga dapat, it should be on the 6th day itself. Pwede pa yun sa 6th day, okay na yan. So therefore, I have to remove the, I have to remove the 6. So therefore, this one, it should be I have to remove this one. So, dapat it should be up to letter J only. Hanggang J lang tayo. And then, yung nga, that's supposed to be the sum. And then, we subtract. So, therefore, that's supposed to be the right answer. So, therefore, it should be J. This is supposed to be the answer. 37.40. Yun ang tamang sagot. Kasi nga, dapat include na namin yung 6th day. The 6th day must also be included in our success. Kasi nga sabi dito sa tanong, on that 6th day and so on. So, pwede kahit sa 6th day and so on. Or let's say, for example, you say, you want to, you want to go to Tutuban. And for the first 3 days, you cannot go, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Pero on the 4th day and so on, you cannot. Like, for example, that's Thursday, Friday, and so on. Pwede ka na maglakbay, di ba? That is what I mean. Kaya nga, that's why nga, I changed the answer. That's supposed to be, for the first 5 days, you will not be reading the Bible story that you want. Pero on the 6th day and so on, eto na yung patanghali. O yung pagkakataon. Gets? So that's letter E. D pala. Next, letter E. Same as letter D. But find the probability that a chapter with Bible verses dedicated to her will be read on the 3rd day or on the 5th day. This one is a bit tricky. Kasi nga, diba yung sabi ko dito, it comes in 2 tricky ways. Number 1, sabi ko dito, it says, Bible verses that are dedicated to her. Ibig sabihin, the Bible verse that I read, or Bible stories or chapters, such as your Bible verses dedicated to her. And what are those Bible chapters or stories that are dedicated to Achis? Meron, Acts chapter 4, diba yung remember sa old edition? That, although you don't know anything about this. And then Acts chapter, and then, the rest wala na si Achis in the old edition. Because no Achis are found in the green fields and in the South Ocean. Pero unless you want to try the new edition, pwede pa yun sa Acts chapter 19. Pero that's already a bit too complex for the answer. Kasi nga, we're not applying the new edition yet for this particular matter. Okay? Pero don't worry, kasi nga just what I said, if you're already going to do the new edition, that'll be in the next set of stats and probs. Correct. Because that's why nga sabi ko, we are finishing our stats and probs right now in midterms, so that when we go to the finals, when we compose a new set of problems, we're going to use the Friends Club Part B. We're gonna use already the Part B, the 2nd edition. So for this one, we're using Chongsen 1st edition lang. This is Volume 1. Next, we're gonna do Volume 2. Okay? Next. So now let's go back to the question. Now, in the Chongse list, alin yung mga Bible verses dyan? Ito yun. Here, this is my solution sheet. Here, Achis Steps verses. In the old version, it's Acts chapter 4. Tapos, in the new series, it's Acts chapter 9. That's 5-9 in the Chongse. Tapos, Acts chapter 15 in the Chongse. And then, Acts chapter 24. Doon sa Chongse. Pero, let's say, if you were to add the 2nd edition, kasama pa yung yung Acts chapter, 21 and 19. That'll make it, that'll make it mga 6. But we're not gonna include it as of now because we're focusing on the old edition and the Chongse list. So therefore, it's 4 out of 28. The probability of failure is 24 out of 28. And now, you already know how to do the geometric probability distribution table. Pero bakit ang tanong? Ang tanong ay, bakit geometric probability distribution ulit? Dahil sabi dito, it will be read on the 3rd day. Diba? Pero pwede pa rin sa 5th day. Ibig sabihin, it can be read on the 3rd day or on the 5th day. Pwede naman sa either sa dalawa. Let's say, for example, if the question will say, you can go to Tutuban on Tuesday or Thursday. Kahit Tuesday, okay na yun. Kung Thursday, okay pa rin. Pag Monday, Wednesday, Friday, ayaw mo. Dahil, let's say, for example, may work ka, dahil wala kang free time, yun ang, yun ang criteria, yun ang plano, yun ang balak. Gets? Or like, for example, do you still remember my racing convention? I host it every Friday. Diba? Or my schoolwork, it's every Tuesday and Thursday. Diba? Yung mga ganon. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So here's what he did in the solution sheet. Ang solution sheet ay ganito. First, I worked it out, the geometric probability distribution table, normally. So on the first day, it's gonna be like this. But we want on the third day. So on the third day, it's gonna be 24 over 28 raised to the second power times 4 over 28. Diba? Remember, this is the probability of failure, diba? And this is the probability of success. And we get 10.49%. And then on the fifth day, we do it raised to the fourth power times the 4 over 28. And then from there, we sum. So we sum the two. Sum of the two. Pero what you hold is that's everything. Pero we don't want that. Ang kailangan namin yung ano yun, yung sa 3 and 5th. So therefore, ang sum ko ay ito. Yung third day at saka yung fifth day. And you see what I labeled is really true. Yung naka-highlight sa blue, that's the first day. And yung naka-highlight sa red, that's the fifth day. And that's it. Yun na yung number 5. Next, for number 6, it's a conclusion statement. So here's what I said. In letter F, what conclusion can you make for both of the answers? Ano yung conclusion na pwede mo sabihin? Like for example, di ba remember, that's why I made the graph already for letter E. So what type of conclusion can I make? Ano yung napansin ko? Kasi nga when the question asks you, what type of conclusion can you make on the graph, ano yung napapansin mo? Because sometimes they might ask you these questions, mga students, in the stats and probs and graphs. If based on the graph, do you notice anything? What can you expect? Like for example, yung mga number of accidents that happen. If it happens most frequently in April, so what can you conclude? Therefore, in April, it's not a safe time to go out because there will be plenty accidents. So, yun ang conclusion. Based on what you think in the graph, what can you conclude? What else can you interpret? Kasi nga, aside from reading the graph, you also need to learn how to interpret and make the concluding statement about what is going on, especially when there are trends that will come. Yung mga ganon. That's what you call logical reasoning. Okay? So, for letter F, for both of these distributions, since they are both geometric probability distributions, therefore, it starts at the highest probability outcome, then gets lower as the number of days go by. Yes, that's correct. Pero, if we're expecting for something different, let's say, for example, we can make the graph. So, if we are to make the graph of this one, kung mag-graph tayo, we can make the graph, ito yun. It should go like this. And then you can also say the difference. In the third day, the probability of getting your satisfaction for the first one will be 12%, while the second one is 10%. Yun. And that's it. What else can you say? Alright? That's for letter F. Next, letter G. For letter G, ito na yung tanong ko sa'yo. So for letter G, in most of the devotional passages, the word God is mentioned 6 times. Ayan, di ba remember, sometimes in a devotional Bible that you read, sometimes they also use that in a prayer by saying, Dear Lord God, Heavenly Father, we pray for your help, Lord, and God, Holy God, mighty your name. Yung mga ganon. In some pages, you might see the word God depicted in the story many times. Like for example, on average, it says, it is mentioned 6 times. Find the probability that in 5 passages, let's say after 5 pages, it is mentioned 32 times. At least 32 times. So what we do now? Ganito kasi yung solution sheet ko. Ang solution sheet ko na ginawa ko ay ganito. Diba remember, 1 passage is 6 times. And 5 passages is 32 times. 30 times. So we multiply that by our mean. So 6 times 5 is 30. And then we want more than 32. So this to remember the formula kapag you want to get the excess. First, you do the graph first. And then, you do everything. I will show you. And then 1 minus Poisson this, then the x, the mean, and then the cumulative, which is true, starting from 0 up to the x inclusive. And then that will give you the excess. To show you what I mean, let's look at the graph for more details. Ito yun. Diba remember ito yung solution sheet ko, diba? So yan, that's my letter G. For letter G, this is probability value of mean, which is 30. Which is 5 times 6. And then when we do this, it's 0. And then 6 times 5, which is 30, then false. Because we wanted to get the exact amount up to number 32. And then, we sum everything up so that we can get this answer. And then the excess, ibig sabihin, di ba remember, what is the excess from the, on the right-hand side? Such that it is continuous. Di ba? And we need to subtract that from 1 because, just like what I mentioned, di ba remember, no probability can be greater than 1. So therefore, all the probability values underneath the distribution table is always equivalent to 1 itself. Diba? So 1 minus all the summation of all the probabilities, and what's the answer that you get? And the answer that you get is 31.54%. So therefore, this is my answer. 31.55%. 1 minus the Poisson distribution of 32, then 30, then true. Because you want the cumulative from 0 up to the 32 exclusive. Diba? And then from there, I try to do the if formula to see if it's correct. And this is what I did. If the answer here is equivalent to 1 minus the sum of everything, correct, or try again. And we got it right. Because 1 minus the summation of everything, diba? The sum is right here, diba? So 1 minus this one gives you the excess of 0.31. So that's exactly what I did. And we are correct. So therefore, that's our answer in letter G. The answer is 31.55%. Next, for letter H, same as letter G. But one assume that God is mentioned 8 times. Baka mali mo, let's say for example, to another person, baka mention niya, uy, baka mali mo, this guy loves Jesus so much. So they mention God 8 times. So yung mga ganun. So therefore, the word God is mentioned 8 times. So now we have to do another probability distribution table again. So ito kasi yun. Now we try it again, but this time our mu is 40. Bakit 40? Ganito kasi. Remember the ratio proportion method? In one passage, it is mentioned 8 times. Pero 5 times is 40 times. Diba? Kasi nga same part, it's mentioned, it's in 5 passages. Whereas we mentioned more than 32 times. And then we get this answer. And then we do this. We just do the same procedure. Poisson dot this, and then the answer 0. Then 8 times 5, which is 40, then false. And then we keep doing it, drag it with our yellow mini box down there to get the answer. Then sum everything up. We sum up all the probability values together, and we should get the sum of this one. 11.53%. And then 1 minus the sum to give you the excess. And the verification if we're correct. If this guy is equivalent to 1 minus the sum of everything, if correct, that's correct. If false, try again. And we are correct. So therefore, the probability is 88%. 88.47%. That is the correct answer. Next, letter 9. So letter H, based on your answers, what conclusion can you make? Ayan, for this particular scenario, based on all the answers that you get, diba, remember this already what happened? If you look at this, based on your answers dito sa dalawa, what type of conclusion can you make? And that's when I started making the graph. Ito kasi yung project na ginawa ko. You want to see my graph? Here you go. So here's the graph that I made. Ito yung graph that you see here. This is the graph that I made for item letter I. For level, not letter 9. For letter G. If such that our mean is 30. And this one, kung ang mean namin ay 40. So do you notice anything between the two graphs? Look. Let's take a closer look. So as you can see, ganito siya. Diba, remember this our graph, diba? Doon sa ano yun, sa letter G. If our mean is 30. And then, diba, remember, if you look at the 30th, it's so high na. Mataas na siya. Of course, yes, it does look like a normal curve to you. Because as you go increasing, it goes down. Baka stand siya sa baba. So it looks like a normal distribution. Kumpara dito sa kabila, ito na yun. It starts low up to the number 20. Then from 21, 22, and so on, it goes high up to 32, which is our expected value if our mean is 40. So therefore, what they expect, this is the conclusion that I expected. Ito yung conclusion na sinunod ko dito. For letter I, if you look at both of the histograms, the first one with the mean of 30, when reaches 32, the graph starts to decrease. However, on the second histogram whose mean is 40, at x equals 32, it is still increasing up to the mean. And therefore, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you for our next lesson, which we call a normal distribution. When we make histograms, the mean is always the highest number. And it's located at the central stage. That's what you mostly like to encounter in a normal distribution table. Diba? So yun. And now we already saw for letter I. How many more? Ayan, ito na. For letter J. Ito yun. Let's go. In a Psalm Reading Bible Devotion, she's going to read 40 different chapters. Find the probability that 20 chapters that are dedicated in the glacier lands are read. Ayan. So in this particular scenario, ito na yung what you call is probability distribution table such that it involves no replacement. That is what you call a hypergeometric probability distribution table. Na naman talaga yung formula sa hypergeometric? Ganito yung formula ng hypergeometric. Do you still remember the combination formula? The combination formula goes like this. We have a combination of success times a combination of failure divided by the combination of the total. And here are the facts. Diba remember N? We call that the capital N. The capital N stands for the population. And then the little n stands for the sample. Or in short, how many are selected. Diba? Tapos yung K, number of successes in a population. And then yung letter X, what we want. Yan, di ba? So that's how it goes. And therefore, di ba remember, ito yung formula ng combination. So we have KCX, K combine, we have to write combine na lang para hindi tayo malilito sa ano yun, sa parentheses. So K combine X, it's in parentheses, di ba? I think I need to get another color. I'll be back. Yan, so that's the formula that I'm trying to tell you. Di ba remember, KCX, and then capital N minus K, combine, lowercase n minus lowercase x, and then it's equivalent to capital N combine lowercase n. That is the formula for a hypergeometric probability distribution table. Of course, you might find it like familiar. It's just like the normal combination of probability that we do. Like for example, do you remember when I say find the probability that when you get 4 cards and when you get aces, diba? So therefore, let's say for example, we want the population. So do you remember the population is there are 52 cards in the population. And we want to get we want to get 3 cards. So there are we want to get 3 cards, diba? I meant when you get 8 cards, diba? Number selected. And the number of successes in the population, there are diba? Let's say for example, you want to get black cards. You want to get the black card. The spades. Diba remember you want to get the spades. The spades are the 13. So therefore there are 13 spades. And let's say you want to get 5 of them. So therefore this is the formula that you're going to do. Of course, diba remember if you work it out in the math, ganito kasi yun. So 13 C 5, diba? And then that's the success, diba? And then diba remember dito sa baba we have 52 C 8, diba? Remember what did I tell you? Kailangan namin dito at dito mag-sum dito. So therefore on this side we have the capital N minus the K. 52 minus 13 which gives you 39. Tama? That is the combination of failure. And then 8 minus 5. Kasi nga diba remember we need to get 3. So, 3 dapat dito sa failure. Diba? So, yan. So, that's exactly what you're going to do. Kailangan namin i-sum up. So, now back to the problem. So, diba remember, in this scenario, sabi ko dito, in a Psalm Reading Devotion, she's going to read 40 different, 40 different chapters. So, 40 different chapters, diba? 40 Bible stories. 40 different chapters. Find the probability that 20 chapters that are dedicated to the glacier lands are read. So, yan. Diba remember, she's going to be 20. So, let's identify. Diba in Psalms, how many Psalms are there? So, let's identify the given. So, you have capital N of 150. Because there are 150 Psalms. And that pertains to the sample. How many are selected? 40. So there are 40 different chapters. That's 40 different chapters that she will read. And then the number of successes in the population. What are the successes? Dedicated to the glacier lands. And remember, we know that Psalm 31 to 40, 81 to 90, and 140 to 131 to 40. So 30. And then X is 20. Tama? So therefore, that is what you're gonna do. Okay? Now we apply the formula. So applying the formula, remember KCX, that's 30, C, 20. Diba? 30 combine 20. And then this one, we have the probability of failure. What is N minus K? 150 minus 30. And that's 120. So 120 combine lowercase n minus x. So 40 minus 20. And that gives you 20 pa rin. Tama? And then it's equivalent to the summation of, we have 30 plus 120 equals 150. Capital N, which is 150, combine 40. Tama? And then all we have to do is to solve. And that one is very easy. It's just like just like what we did before in combination probability, which I told you before. And when we do that, ito yung solution sheet na ginawa ko. Combine 30C20 times, 150 minus 30, diba remember that's the n minus k formula. And then 40 minus 20, that is the the lowercase n minus x. Divide by 150, divide by 40, and the answer is 0.000020%. That is the answer that you will get. Next, letter K. Same as letter J, but this time, 25 chapters such that the digits contain an 8 or chapters dedicated to her are read. Ito na yung sinabi ko sa'yo. Diba remember this time, Bible stories in Psalms, chapters in Psalms that have an 8 or chapters that are dedicated to her are read. So you know the stories that have 8, diba? So we use your common sense. Diba remember 8, 18, 28, 38, 48, 58, 68, 78, 88, 98, 108, 118, 128, 138, 148. Tama? That's 15. Pero dito sa 80, we have 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Di ba nakasaling 88 dahil may 8 na dyan? So 89. So that's already 24. So 9 in the 80. And then, di ba, we have, 15 sa 8. So 18, so 15 plus 9 equals 24. Di ba? So yan, ito yung solution sheet na ginawa ko, di ba? And that's already 24. And then the Bible verses that are dedicated to the Achis, that is dedicated to her, of course in the first series, the mini adventure, it's Psalm chapter 5, Psalm chapter 24, Psalm chapter 40, and 49. Then in the second set, that's 94 only. Although dapat supposed to be 68 and 81, pero since kasali na sila dito, so hindi pwede na. And then 118, hindi pwede, so 131, 144, dedicate to her, so that's 7. So that's equivalent to 31. And then we apply this formula. Our n is still 150, and then our lowercase n, she's going to read 40 different chapters, and there are 31 successes, and she wants to read 25 of them. So now we apply the formula in Microsoft Excel. So ito kasi yun. So KCX, which is 31C25. Diba? And then 150 minus 31 to give you 119, diba? 119 and then 15. That is a failure, diba? So yun. And then divide by that, we get this answer, which is 0.069%. Diba? That is the answer. Next, for letter L. Ito naman sa letter L. Same point sa letter J. Pero, ito na yung kaso. Find the probability that 16 chapters such that they contain at most 15 verses or chapters dedicated to others are read. Ito na talaga yung pinakamahirap. Because this time, it talks about what are the Bible chapters in Psalms that contain at most 15 verses. Ibig sabihin, higit more than 15 verses, hindi pwede na basahin. or Bible verse that are dedicated to that are read. So now let's work with the Bible verses first that have less than 15 chapters. Ito yung listahan na ginawa ko. It's right here. So I wrote down everything, and then if we look through the Bible chapter, remember we know that it should not be more than 15. Or we can do it this way. So let's go to Psalms, and then let's find the Psalm that contains more than 15 verses. Then if it contains more than 15 verses, we get that. Okay? Let me show you what I mean. So yan, so let's say for example dito sa number 1, di ba? So let's try the mini adventure. Mini adventure. So what are the Bible stories that have more than 15 verses? Wala. Nope. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 meron. 8, 9, at saka 10. Meron si 10. Diba? 11, 12, hindi. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Of course, 18 meron yan. Of course, I don't need to do 18. Meron yan. Tapos, sa 21, there are only 13. 22 meron yan. So, 22. And then, we have 23, 24, 25. 25 meron yan si 25. Ang daming verses. 26, there are only 12. 27, 14 lang. 28, there are only 11. 9 and 11. And then 30, there are only 12. 31 ang dami, so therefore more than 15. Then 33, I remember I got a Bible verse in 13. Then 34, then 35, I remember. Tapos 36, there are only a few. 37 ang dami, 38 ang dami. Tapos 40, there are only 17, di ba? So yan. Yes, 24. Tapos this one 22. This one 22. Hanggang 26 to, I remember. Then I remember hanggang 42. Ito hanggang 22. Tapos this one hanggang 17. Then 41, I remember 44 meron yan. I got 44, 26. Then 45 meron yan. And then 47, it's only 14. Then 49 is up to 20. 49 and 50 up to 23. So that's for mini adventure. And now we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 50, which is the total in the mini adventure, minus 17, to give it 33. So therefore, there are 33 verses. Ito yung ginawa ko dito, that is for the ano yun. That is when I counted normally. Pero ang kailangan dapat, we count for more than 15. Now let's try the revenge. So let's try the revenge naman. How many Bible verses? I know 51, there's plenty. So let's look more. 51, meron yan, more than 15. Tapos 52, only 9. 53, only 6. 54, 55 meron yan because I remember Bible verse in 55:22. Cast your cares to the Lord so that He can carefully sustain you. 56 is only until 13. 57 up to 11. 58, 59 up to 59 is up to 17. 60 is only until ano to? 12. 61, 62 up to 12. 63 is up to 11. 64 is up to ano yun? Up to 10. 65 up to 13. 66, I know 66. Marami yan. 67 only until 7. 68 ang dami to. 69 ang dami to. So yan, 70 is only a few. So yan. 71, I still remember it's more than that. 71, 72, and 73, diba? 24, and then up to 20, and then 73 up to 28, tapos 74 up to, ano to, up to 23, 75, 76, and then 77, ang dami yan. Tama ba? Yeah, up to 20 yan. 78, ang dami yun eh. And then 79, konti lang yun. And up to 80, it's up to 19. Diba? Yan. 81, I remember it's up to 16 verses. Kaso malapit na yan. And then 83, meron yan. More than. 84 is up to 12. 85 is up to 12 din. 86 up to 17. 86 is only a few. 88 is only until 18. Tama ba? 89, halata marami yan, and 90. So, yan. Diba? And then, we have 91. 91, ang dami yun, diba? 91 is up to 16. I remember that one. 92 is up to 15 exactly. Kahit na up to 15 verses, but what is important, more than 15. So, hanggang 15, okay na yan. Even if it were just 15 exactly. 93, there are only a few. So, hindi pwede. 94, there are only 23. 95 up to 11, 96 up to 13, 97 up to 9, 12, and then 99 up to 100. So, yun nga. That's it. So, when we count this up all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. So, 21. 21 verses that are more than 15. Then, 50 minus 21 to give you, this becomes 9. 4 minus 2, 29. So, altogether, that's 29 verses. Just like what I got here. Now, last but not least, let's do the last stand. So, are you ready for the last stand? Ito na yan. So, for the last stand, ito na yun. Psalm chapter 101, of course, hindi man halata yun. I know 102 marami yun. Kasi I remember that time, I memorized talaga the last stand. 104 marami yun, 105 marami yun, 106, 107, tapos 109. Diba? Hanggang 109 to. Ang dami. So, 110, there are only a few. So, 111, o tingnan mo yung 102, diba? 28, 22, tapos 35. I know it's up to 45, tapos this one up to 48. This one up to 43. This one only until 13. Then, up to, up to 31. Then 112, konti lang. 113, konti lang. 14, 15. 16, I know it's until 19. So, 116, kasali dyan. 117, there are only 2. I remember that before that. And I remember I dedicated this to Easter before. The 118, dami yan. Halatang 119, ang super dami yan. More than 100 verses, diba? Lalo na one time, I need to take a Bible study with that lesson. And then 130, hindi. 131, 132. Of course, 132, madami yun. 133, konti lang yun. 3 verses. 135, I remember it's up to 21. 136, ang dami yan. 137, 138, up to 8 verses lang. And then, 139, ang dami yun. 139. Tapos, 140, there are only 13. 141, there are only 10. 142, there are only 7. Only until 12. And this is 14 exactly. 145, ang dami yan. 146, only 10. 147, I know it's up to 20. 148, it's until, 14. 149, up to 9. And 150, up to 6. And then, we sum everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 16 verses. 50 minus 16 equals 34. So, we need to find 34 verses. Now, we sum everything up. 33 plus 29 plus 34. Okay, did we get that on Excel? It was supposed to be 33 pala. What did I get ba there? Yeah, kasi I forgot to include 115. Kasi po there's supposed to be 115 dapat. Wait, 115? Tama ba? I know 115 is more than that eh. Tama nga, 115 it's up to 18. Kasi I remember 115 verse 18, it is us who will extol the Lord, both now and forevermore. I remember in the past, I used to dedicate that Bible verse to Eliza C. And she liked it. So yeah, so kasama dyan yung 115. So dapat 33 dapat. So 33 times 2. 33 times 2 to give you 66. And 66 plus 29 equals, this becomes 6 plus 9, 15. And then, tama nga, this becomes 95. Tama ba? Yeah, kasi I got 107A, which is not the right answer. Sige, try ko sa Excel. So when we try this on Microsoft Excel, we have 33 plus 33 plus 29. Tama, we should get 95. And those are the Bible verses with less than 15 verses in each chapter. Tapos, for the dads that are dedicated to the dads, remember the dads in the mini adventure, it's ano yun, 1-8, 2-2, 4-3-3, 4-2, and 5-3. If it's a matching with the one here, di pwede. So therefore, 8, meron dito. 12, meron dito. 23, meron dito. 32, meron dito. And 43, meron. So therefore, they're mutual. So we cannot add. So this one, cancel. This one's revenge, 53, meron. 62, meron. 79, meron. Meron ba tayo 90 dito? Wala. So therefore, we have to include the 90. Then the last one, of course, 103 is the one that's plenteous. Halatang halata yan. 112 meron yan, 129 meron yan, and 140 meron din. So therefore, that's equivalent to 97. So altogether, that's 97 verses, which is the X. So therefore, the number of successes are, so therefore to conclude, what is our given? So our given is that capital N is 150 as usual. And then our lowercase n is 40, diba? And then our K is 97. Then our X should be 16. Diba? So, yan. Now, going back to this one, sabi dito, such that 16 chapters. So, this is the probability that we're working on. So, letter L, that's not the right answer. This is supposed to be 97. So, 97 dapat to. This one's supposed to be 150 minus 97. And diba remember that's supposed to be, ano yun, this is supposed to be our situation. KCX, 97, C16. Tapos, capital N minus K, 150 minus 97. Then, lowercase n minus X, which is 40 minus 16. And then 150 minus 40. Diba? Over 40. And this is supposed to be our answer. 0.014017%. That's the answer. And then, yun nga, that's it for letter L. I think we might have more. And then after that, ito na yun sa letter, what you call this, sa letter M. For letter M, here's the toughest problem that I made. After each day of devotional Bible, she concluded it with a prayer. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan niya magdasal para to thank God for all the blessings and all the petition. So, when she prays to God for all of that, yun na talaga yung nangyari. So, find the probability for it to happen. The probability of success is 4 times S plus 1, and then the denominator over 5S minus 3, while the probability of failure is 3 divided by S plus 4. Yun. And do you know what else? This is a rational equation. When we say rational equation, di ba remember this one plus this one to give you 1? Kasi nga, we know the probability of success plus the probability of failure must be equivalent to 1. Di ba? And this should happen at least 80% of the month. Ibig sabihin, more than 80 days. More than 80 days. So, what we do now? Ito na kasi yung kailangan namin gagawin. So, we have to do a rational equation that you see here. So, the one in black is the probability of success, while the blue stands for the probability of failure. And then, our LCD, what is our LCD? 5S minus 3 times 5S minus 4. When we do that, 4 times negative 3 to give you negative 12, 4 times 5 will give you 20. And then, negative 3 times S is negative 3S. Then, 5 times S is 5S squared. Then, we get this answer. Then, we apply multiplying it by LCD. We can cancel out 5S minus 3 on the left side. Here on the center stage, the S minus 4 cancels. Then, this one, we multiply everything all together. Then, this one, we multiply S plus 1 and S plus 4 to give you this answer. 4S, S squared. S squared plus 5S plus 4. Then, we still need to multiply that by 4. So, therefore, 4S squared times 20S plus 16. And then, 15S minus 9 is equivalent to this. Now, all we have to do is to combine. 20 plus 15 equals 35. And then, 6 minus 9 is 7. And then from there, we add. So dapat this is supposed to be 35s. We combine like terms. And this gives you 7. And now all we have to do is to subtract and bring to the other side. Of course, we can subtract 4s squared on both sides. Bring it to the other side to give you s squared. Then subtracting both sides here on 35s. And then 17 plus negative 35 to give you negative 18s. Then 7 minus 7, negative 12 minus 7 to give you negative 19 equals 0. Now we're up to quadratic equation. Now we find out what two numbers can multiply to give you negative 19 and then add to give you negative 18. 1 and 19. And positive 1 and negative 19. So negative 19 times 1 to give you negative 19. Negative 19 plus 1 to give you negative 18. And then this is what I did here. Yun nga. Then I factor out the s. Factored out the s. Then s plus 1. And then here I factored out the negative 19 and s plus 1. Then we get the same answer, and therefore s is equivalent to positive 19. So that is our value of s. Now we need to input that into our probability distribution table. So therefore we have this one. We have this s equals to 19. 19 plus 1. 19 plus 1 is 20. 4 times 20 equals 80. Then 5 times 19 equals 95 minus 20 minus 3 equals 92. And then for the probable failure, 19 plus 4 equals 23. Then we apply the LCD, diba? So this becomes 23 times 4 to give you 92. And then 3 times 4 to give you 12. Then we add this up all together to get 92. And then we divide by 92. Now, we do this. We divide to get the probability of success and the probability of failure. By dividing both of the numbers together, we should get this answer. Diba? We should get this answer. Then we sum everything up. Then to see if it's correct, we verify. Diba? If this one is equivalent to the sum of this one, correct or wrong. And it's correct. Now we work the binomial experiment. Pero, diba remember, sabi ko dito, it should be at least 80% of the month. So therefore, it should be at least 24 days. I think I got this wrong. Kasi po, I think as far as I could remember, that's not exactly how my solution sheet goes. Kasi po, ang kailangan ko dito, ang sabi ko dito, it's supposed to be at least 80% of the month. Not just exactly 80%. Kasi nga, we need more than that. So I think I need to fix something there. Be right back.